Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marko and today we are back with more Psychopaths Season 2 episodes 8 and 9. Last time around, as always, we had very fun set of episodes. We had a very big reveal regarding Kamui, the plane crashing incident that happened, was it 15 years ago? And it turned out that Kamui was the only one who survived that crash. It was the crash full of children, and he managed to create holos of all of those dead children, and it's so advanced that it can replicate like by their, like, I guess, DNA or whatever. How would they look as adults, right? And he's basically using the holos of all the dead children, man, and he was, as I kind of said, beside them all this time. No wonder why he knows so much about all these inspectors, and that he wanted to get a hold of dominators, and he has 8 of them in his possession right now. And of course, Kasei and Sybl System, they don't want to do anything about that. They don't want to shut down dominators. The dominators are still recognizing as the people being recognized as the valid users, right? They can't expose the Sybl System, man. They have to respect the law. They're so fucking dirty. I'm disgusted with them, but I don't even know why am I surprised anymore. It's Sybl System after all. Mika still being very like harsh on Akane and saying that she's completely wrong. She has her own agenda. She's digging around Togane's past, and she found out that he made a lot of inspectors go crazy, and that he made their color of their psychopaths become like, I don't know, black or whatever, right? He wanted to make Akane'S black. We literally saw him thinking about that, right? And then it's like he takes pleasure in making inspectors who have a clear psychopath go crazy and then kill them himself with a dominator or something, man. And Akane is simply yet another toy for him, perhaps, which kind of sucks, man, because I really liked him as a character. But yeah, for sure, he's a fucking psycho, man. And yeah, there was that picture with his mom and all of that when Mika went inside the room. He knows that Mika was there. He checked the camera in his room. He's aware, and yet he didn't make any moves in regard to that. But I'm sure he will. So we have that. We have Akane, of course, being awesome as always, and those scenes with her remembering Shinya and how Shinya would act in situations, right? She's trying to imagine him and having a simulation conversation inside of her head with Shinya, and I really appreciate those scenes. Special shout out to Hinakawa and Shion, man, and yeah, Yoi, and everyone is putting a lot of work, and my boy Saiga as well. Holy fuck, that guy is so smart. He figured out the part about the organs with that doctor who later on was found dead, and now he's inviting the doctor who operated and saved Kamui's life after the plane crash, and it turns out that he was in on it from the very beginning, and that he was helping Kamui, man. So my little theory was that Kamui has a lot of like organs from different people, and that's why he's deemed a ghost, right? And that Sybl System cannot recognize him because of all the different body parts, man. So that would explain a lot, right? If especially if the plane crash accident affected him so much, right? That it's a miracle how he's still alive, right? And he needed a lot of organs or something, and this doctor is crazy good. He's a lunatic, but he saved his life, and now he's helping him out. And the doctor said, "Oh, I will gladly tell you about Kamui's case," right? He's ready to open up about everything if there is somebody worthy to listen to it, and he deemed Saiga worthy, so there is that as well. Saiga will get the full story, man. And yeah, Akane and Kamui met face to face. Kamui couldn't shoot. He said that Akane's psychopath is beautiful, like as he expected, right? And I like how Akane doesn't even bother moving, even though he was literally inside of her home. She's deciding to stay there, so yeah. Things are getting crazy, man. Let's see what happens next. Without further ado, let's start episode 8. Alrighty guys, everything is ready. Let's begin. It's too fast, man. Patent Office, Ministry of Economy. Requesting permission to enter the Ministry of Economy Patent Office Archive Room. Oh. Owned by Togane Foundation, the family, the pharmacist. Yeah. Kirito Kamui. She's trying to find out the connection. Multi-body transplant the surgery joint pieces of 184 bodies. Wait. How is that even possible? This is even crazier. Somehow than I expected. I thought it was like the body parts of like 5-6 people. But it's actually all the other plane crash victims, because they said that there was 185 people on board, right? And 184 pieces. How is Kamui still alive? How is this humanly and medically possible, bro? Medically possible. Their bodies were cut into pieces and got implanted into a boy. You sick motherfucker. There was certainly a way to save his life without that need, bro. Was this his goal all this time? 7人の脳を含む184人の肉体と人格的存在。7 people's brains. 脳の多体移植なんてことが可能だとは驚きだな。I know, right? Even in a world advanced with this age with Sybl System. もう一度同じことをやれと言われても無理だろう。That's crazy. 彼は生きた。Since we psychopaths cannot be measured by jumble of corpses. My god. What a way to fucking start the episode, man. Well, that explains a lot. Conception of the Sybl. Wait, what was the scanners were able to recognize? Yeah, the recovery was pretty long, probably, and yeah, the people looked at him weirdly less often. Yeah, it happened gradually. Became a ghost who was cut off from society. I mean, that's so fucked up. And hoped to be judged. They walked away. It's like he's talking to him right now. Nothing the foundation of the society. So just like Makishima in a sense, right? The season of hell. Became controversial. Panopticon. Panopticon. かつてジェレミー・ベンサムが収容所の建築形態活動を監視記録することで犯罪を未然に防ぎ最適な生き方を導く。至極単純ではあるが、にとっちゃまさしく監獄だ。The definition of a prison. He has a point when it comes to that. それが原因となり、パノプティコンの採用は見送られた。そう。There were problems. Man, they're digging pretty deep right now. He thinks he's the real shit. Sometimes higher than in a typical year. Season of Hell. So you found the answer there. So Kamui is in a sense like a victim of a power struggle of the battle between two systems, Panopticon and Sybl System.
今から5年ほど前だった。当時の私はストレス過多による薬漬けでね。原因は何でもない。私の精子が
And he called his psychopath, right?
耐えられなかった。
He found him,
神よ
man,
私を癒してくれた。
and healed him.
彼は私たちが知ることを禁じられた医療データを手に入れ、正しい瞑想と薬物投与で人のサイコパスを単なる復讐にとどまらない。カムイなら全てを覆してくれ
He'll
る。
return everything
そ
for
んな
us.
夢を見させてくれるような男なんだよ。
Jeez.
彼は
Probably seeking the total
それがカムイの目的。
abolition of the Sybl System.
そういうこと。
Look at Kasei doing her nails.
シビラシステム全体というわけね、キリ。
Exactly, with that smile though.
つなぎ合わせて前回がつい2ヶ月前になって。
Only 2 months ago. Mika Shunji Uchikoga.
あれ
I saw her name as well.
いた。カムイのホロの一人。カムイがここに来た。
Bro, he is everywhere. His hollows were everywhere, and 184 hollows probably.
わかりました。そういうことなら、まずは今いる名物を探してみたところ、
Okay,
都心部だけで54人が該当しました。
for matches.
その54人は、いいえ、カムイ本人を除く自己被害者184人分の外見は、すべて彼のまとうホロと見て間違いないでしょう。
Yep,
はい。
I think the
公安に
same.
出入りしていたセラピストも、メンタルケア施設にいた薬剤師も、最初の事件の人質
The
女性
hostage in the first incident, yeah, that he got
カムイだったという
Shisui.
こと。事故とそれにより植え付けられた
Minakawa
184
did
人
so
に固
much,
執してい
man.
る。
I hope he becomes
そ
more
の意味で
confident in
カム
himself.
イの顔は割れたと言っていい。
ギノザさんの方は、
カムイの隠れ家に残された臓器から入れ替わりの可能性がある人物を割り出した。揃いも揃って各界の大物ばかりだ。
Big shot from every sector of society.
殺していた。
That's
繰
crazy.
り返しながらサイコパスをクリアに保てるとは。
それがカムイの得意性。
Yeah,
薬物調合とカウンセリングで重篤な潜在犯でさえサイコパスをクリアしてしまえる。
he was keeping
洗
him
脳と言っていい
under the radar.
医療こそが最大の。
メンタル医療施設だった。
Yep,
妙なの
all
は
medical
港を隠れ
institutions.
家にしていた点ですね。何かメリットがあったはず。
港のメリット。国塚さん、この数ヶ月で未解決の行方不明事件はありますか？を抜き取られて殺された人がいるなら、移植される前の人物。
となると、
So what happened to them?
確か現場に国外の新聞
One
や紙幣
newspaper
が残
and
さ
the
れていた。
clearances left there.
そうか、密入国者。
Illegal
なりすま
aliens.
しているのは密入国者ということですか？
Oh
そ
shit.
の可能性があります。
そうまでして
Foreigners.
何をする気なんだ。
Kamui is so much ahead of every day away from Saiga, bro, please.
こんなところで油売ってていいのか？
暇を持て余して会いに来たわけじゃありません。以前からあなたには興味がありました。
Oh
受講
god.
生を黒く染めた講師、才が上
Lecturer
司
who colored his students black.
嬉しく
であるはずがありません。
確か
Oh, I
に
see
そ
now
んな
what
も
you
のが
mean,
伝
but
達できるならこの社会は成り立たなくなっちまうからな。
技術でないならそれは才能です。
and Togane was doing exactly that to inspectors.
サイコパスを濁らせる才能をしてもサイコパスが変化しない常森監視官に依存している。
Hmm.
ほうほう。
Interesting to hear these two talking. Yeah, Akane is a special case,
了
man.
解です。
依存か。ならお前はどうなんだ？
あなたは切れすぎる。
You're too sharp.
僕に偏っている。その中には第一の事件で北沢が爆弾を仕
The
掛け
new
た
Lacos
新
from
型
the
六
very
星
first
星
episode of
技
the
術
season. Yeah.
そして立てこもり事件の起こったメンタルケア施設で扱っていた
The mental care
数種類の
incident
薬品の
for
閲覧履歴が
Aoyanagi
残され
dying.
ていたに復讐しようとしてい
You
る
get revenge
航
against
空機事
the
故の手術で
Togane
東
Foundation.
金財団が摘出する技術摘出した脳をつなぎ合わせる技術なぜこんな技術を保有していたの
Togane Foundation had
ドローンによる全自動での脳の摘出
the documents about
人間を必要
transplanting
としない手
brains.
術の提案
But that require humans, bro.
特許出
Fully
願者の名
automated,
前
bro. That's crazy.
東金美佐子
His mom, the picture, yeah.
東金咲夜
Okay.
父親は
This information is sealed.
あいつの出生にも特許技術が絡んでるってこと特異体質 WA サイコパスが濁っちゃう
This is crazy shit, man. I mean, you better tell that to someone.
そうだ
人間をしらみつぶしに当たるつもりだったけど
仕方がないとはいえ後手後手ですね
Yeah.
重
Just
センサーが
behind.
反応した
She left a sensor this time. Yeah, she was ready.
見つかっていたのか呆れた人だ
Unbelievable. Yep. That's a kind of for you.
防火と制御をいただいてるはずですが
Use the management key. Wait, is that true?
驚きですよまだ残してあるなんて
まあ害はありませんから
She just left the
カムイの心理と重なるに
WC.
は奴の見た
さすがですね
He's sharp indeed.
あなたは生まれながらの出方
ありがとうございます
可愛げが足りないという意味です
Luck charm. Grandma again. They
自宅の
scared
警
me
報を
last
感知
time.
保護対象常森葵の警備レベルを B に変更しました
It's changed to level B for Aoi. That's her grandma.
祖母か
Oh no. Togane found out
事件
about
の
her
発端は
grandma.
15年前の航空機事故に遡る死亡した201名の乗員乗客の者たちがいたそれが東金財団そしてこの時の唯一の生き残りがカムイキリトである当時財団を仕切っていた東金美佐子は WA という得意体質
So
の
rather than me thinking that Togane might be like working together with Kirito Kamui, it turns out with the plot revealing more and more that they might be enemies, in fact. And what we are doing right now, and where do I think this is going, is that they will probably blame Togane Foundation for this plane crash. That they basically caused the plane to crash and all these people to die so that they can experiment on potential survivors. And what if Kamui is just like one of the products of their experimentation, man?
当時財団を仕切っていた東金美佐子は WA という得意体質の研究に終身しておりその実証実験の一つが脳を摘出しつなぎ合わせるという財団が持つ特許技術を最新の環境で試すことだった
Yeah,
推し進め
yeah, she was overseeing
財
it.
団が持つ特許技術はさらなる進化を遂げたカムイキリトの犯行目的カムイ逮捕に近づけるしかし現在の一係は重大な問題を抱えているそれは常森茜と東金咲夜の存在だ東金咲夜は WA を人工的に作り出そうとした東金美佐子の実験によって生み出されたそれが
That's why he doesn't have a father.
持つに至った経緯と推測される
That's why this document was sealed about his father. He doesn't have one. This guy is literally created in a lab. Are you kidding me? This caused
犯
him
罪
to
係
hold
数
the
を持
worst
つに
crime
至った経緯
coefficient.
と推測されるつまり事件の首謀者であるカムイと東金咲夜は WA というキーワードでつながっていることになる
Connected by the word
カムイキリ
AA.
トと東金咲夜は等しく危険
Really
である
dangerous. While the other one
今まで
is
彼の担当となった監視官5
lowering
名
it
全員が
down.
潜在犯化しているという実例がある
Brother.
東金咲夜の影響により常森監視官も近い将来犯罪係数が上がると予想監視官はすでに己の判断ミスにより多数の監視官および執行官を犠牲にしている
Okay, I have to give it to Mika, man. She's cooking right now. She's spot on.
常森監視官の更迭
Dismissal of
権
Inspector
利停止の
Tsunemori.
必要性を強く
Inspection
訴える
Horizons and Inspector.
2114年11月27日 公安局刑事課一係所属下月美香。
There it is. The message.
進展はなしか。
はい。すり替えられた人物たちの自宅、別宅は全て当たりましたが、誰一人痕跡をつかめませんでした。
このタイミングでの失踪。
目的に向けて動き始めた。何としても止めなければ。
カムイの目的は革命だ。社会を転覆するため、その社会を体現する存在を裁く。そんな存在は一つしかない。
シビラシステム。
Yeah.
操作能力は大したものだな。
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
ところでこの WA だが、これはオープンドアデータと呼ばれるもの。誤射をおびき寄せて把握するための罠。君はそれにまんま
You
と
completely fell for it. Holy fuck.
WA すなわちアプリよりアクイット。
Very awkward.
先天的な免罪体
No,
質
it's
について
automatic constitution by
シビラの
nature,
重大な秘密。
which is Sybl System's biggest secret. Can data like this instead? Oh god! They got her! Holy fuck!
まだこの程度の悪化でとどまっていられるとは。
Oh my
彼女は
god.
まだ使えます。私に任せていただけませんか。
Mother!
母さん。
Wait, is that Kasei?
やはり問題
This is crazy!
常森とカムイ
They're
のこと
living
は
Mika.
心配ありません。二人とも私が
I
仕留
bring
めて
them
み
both
せます。
down.
母さんとシビラを美しく清らか
Making
にする
Sybl
のは
beautiful and
私の
pure,
役目です
mother.
何の話をしてるの？
That's crazy, bro. Your psychopaths will get fucked up.
賢明な判断ね。あなたはやはり理想的な市民だわ。退屈なほどに。
So I think that you're boring.
いずれシステムを公開する時のモデルケースになるかもしれません。
そうね。
Eventually
試してみま
reveal
し
the
ょう
system
か
to the public.
では、
What are they going to do to her?
異世界の
We'll
秘
tell you
密
the
を教
secret
え
of
て
this
あげる。
realm, just like what they did to Akane. Yeah, I'm getting chills. As much as I don't like Mika's character, I think that she did a good job, but she fell for the trap. I can't believe, man, that Sybl hits a trap like that with the double A's hidden meaning, bro. When somebody was digging Togane's past and accessing those files, they were basically already caught, man. That was a trap with double A. So is Togane's mother Kasei, but older? Is Sybl System using Togane's mother? And if she is the Sybl System, connected to Sybl System herself, right? You can basically say that Togane is the child of the Sybl System, man, which is crazy. He doesn't have a father. He was literally created in a laboratory, man. What is happening? And he had a bunch of inspectors getting their psychopaths fucked up, and he disposed of them. He takes pleasure in that. He's challenging inspectors, and yeah, his conversation with Saiga as well. He was saying that Saiga is like doing the same thing, right? He's a complete contrast to Kamui, who is lowering the psychopathies of others while Togane is trying to raise them. It turns out that Kamui and Togane are against each other, and Togane promises his mother that he will bring down both Akane and Kamui, man. Like, what on earth? So that's the connection, man. Now we have the full, complete picture, and the fact that Kamui has been not created, like saved by implementing the body parts of 184 people is so fucking insane to me, even in this time period with this technology. What did Mika say? It's year 2114, I believe. It's the technology is advanced, the medicine as well, and all of that, but that's still so crazy to me. And the fact that he has 7 brains, how the doctor pulled it off, I don't know, but Togane Foundation was involved. They had those experiments, and the plane probably crashed because they crashed it, man. They wanted to experiment, and hence why there was a surge, the increase of plane crashes in that time period, man. This world is very sick, man. Holy fuck, this is going to be incredibly tough. Perhaps even tougher than with Makishima. Let's jump to the next one. What a great episode that was. It revealed so much, man. Look at her. She's so scared for her life. Look at her reaction. The system protects our society. She's so desperate, like, to survive. She's so scared, right? She's praising them. She's still clapping. It is quite clear. Wow. She's so, unlike you, she's so opposite of Akane, man. Akane would be mad and upset, and she was mad and upset, and was talking shit to Sybl System. But her psychopath was not getting clouded, man, because she knows that she's right deep down, and that one day Sybl System will get trashed, man. And we have Akane, who is scared shitless, who is so afraid to say anything, who just wants to protect her own life. She's clapping and she's smiling, but you can tell that she's so worried, right? But her psychopath is still clear because of her, like, I don't know, will for survival, right? And ability to remain calm despite, like, learning such truth. I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah, they both have their psychopaths clear, but they have such a different stance towards Sybl System, right? So this is a kid Togane, I believe. That looks like Togane. 29.3. That's a cute doggy, but oh god, I was about to say. We're probably gonna say something fucked up. Person being artificially created. Yeah, we all know how that went. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with this system? They need to get rid of it as soon as possible, bro. Look at that, those are empty eyes, they're empty soul. You can't be serious, man. And she's clapping as well. And this is the ideal form of love. Clinging, desperately trying to survive. Another use for her. Mika? I swear, I was impressed by Mika's analytical skills. She would be a really great detective. She would be a really great detective. She showed us that in last episode. And I was secretly, like, holding hope that we might have at least a change of mind, a change of heart when it comes to Akane and Mika, right? That Mika would finally understand Akane upon learning the truth about Sybl System. But no, so far it looks like it is going in the direction that they will use her to actively go after Akane even more. Omnipotence paradox. Is it possible to judge that being? Maybe. Yeah, who's like about that person? The omnipotence paradox, yep, there we go.
もし持ち上げることができない石を作り出せたなら、石ができた時点で全能者ではなくなってしまう。そして石が作り出してしまう。
Yep。
さっきの問いも同じだ。裁きを下すその存在が完全なら、自分をも裁かねばならない。パラドックスの解決方法は？前提か仮定か結論のどこかに誤りがある。もしくはそれらの正解か。 なぜこんな話題になったんだろうな。俺たちはシビラの話をしていたはずなんだが。
What's on her mind? Is she back home? Yeah, she's staring.
What color?
What color? She said that in English.
知りたいのはシブが同じものだとしたら。
Those two happen to be the same.
この世界の神様か。そんな危なっかしい話はするなと言うべきだろう。
We're discussing such
あい
dangerous
つの答え
topics.
に期待してしまっている。俺も大概だな。
He's remembered the conversation with Togane about painting his students black. Ooh.
あなたは
久しぶりね、マ
Yeah,
ス先生。
you go
会
way
うのは
back.
キリト君の手術以来かしら。
Damn.
やはり生きておられた。
その一つは全能者は同じ瞬間に全の石を作り出した後軽くする。
Makes it lighter.
これなら全能性を保て
He
る。
can maintain his
今のシ
omnipotence.
ビラシステムが採用しているのもちょうどこの解消手段。シビラは自分に裁けない免罪体質者を自らに組み込むことで完全性を保っている。
Maintaining its perfection.
でもカムイは
Pushing
他
them
人を
under
ク
the
リア
rug.
にすることで事実上を封じてしまった。その上でカムイはさらに疑問を投げかけている。シビラはシビラを自身の例外となる。解決は自分を自分に組み込むこと。もちろんそんなことは不可能であり、彼らの完全性は失われる。では彼らが自分を裁けるなら、裁けないものはないという。シビラを構成する者たちをもう免罪体質とは言えず、裁くべきものを裁かなかったことになってしまう。
Exactly.
このパラドクス。
Wait, the doctor?
犯行に使われたのは
Dominator was
ド
used
ミ
to
ネーター
kill
です。
him. Oh, okay.
また
They killed him. The way he looked at Mika.
監視カメラのログデータ。昨晩の22時以降から
Overwritten with a video from a different date. I'm afraid that they might go after Shion or something, or the people close to the gang, man.
母さんの秘密に触れる者は排除すべきだ。
You mean those who know my mother's secret?
やっぱりあなた。
感情は誤りだ。なぜなら俺は母さん
I'm my
の
mother's child,
シビラの
Mama's
申し子
son,
だから。
the child of Sybl.
俺の意志は社会の意志。俺の目は社会罪犯を堅護していようともな。
要件は何？
お前に調べてほしいことがある。常森茜の祖母の居場所だ。
I fucking knew it, bro. He picked up on that, man.
カムイを殺す。
動きが。ここ最近国交省の役人が頻繁に会合を開いています。名前は桑島光一、23歳。
If they can
将
do
来
it,
一の若手でホープとみ
in
なされ
some
てい
way
る
it
人
will
物
be
の
to
ようで
meddle with her grandma.
す。調べたところ転校していた
Your
ことが
school's
判明
one
しま
big
した。
before the school trip.
事故寸前で免れた人物か。
Yeah.
繋がったな、カムイと。
ええ、桑島はカムイの隠れ家だった港の管理会社の株主でもあります。
Oh, the
そして
port
国
that
交省の
Kamui
役
was
人
using.
彼が協力光一を確保します。
新しい社会の幕開けに
There he is.
乾杯。
Beginning of new society.
手間をかけさせたね。
This place looks super luxurious, man. Look at the animals in the back and everything. Eliminate the Sybl System.
やっと我々の時代が来る。
君がいるから皆安心してシビラを否定できる。それだけでも革命的だ。そろそろやっ
There
て
is
しまう。
Kamui.
見るに耐えない。
Yeah.
あ
Because he's lowering their psychopaths so they don't care about Sybl.
お疲れ様。君たちの役目はここまでだ。
Yep, the big sharks from all parts of society. Look at his butler. It's gonna be something fucked up. Yeah, for sure. Bro, is this gonna be like somebody's head? my god, it's transformed as an organ. Sweet. Blind died during the season of hell and took advantage of its many victims. Man, he's seeking to get revenge for everyone who profited during that period. Ooh, this guy's dead. He has 8 dominators. He has no sympathy. This is your true power. Brother, this show is so crazy. Poor animals. Yeah, but Kamui knows that they will be tracked, man. He will already leave the area. The guilt of escaping death.
社会秩序を守るシビラシステム。そのエゴゆえに184人の友が殺され、俺は社会から消えるところだったよ。君を曇らせはしない。行こう。共に裁きの場へ。
Let's go together where the judgment will be carried out.
俺にはお前のように人を導けない。結局俺もこいつらと同じの情報だったが、無事切り札を手に入れた。必要ないと言ったはずだ。常森茜は最大の障害になり得る。行動を封じるに越したことにおいても自分の色を保ち続ける彼女だから、裁きの証人になってほしいんだ。ならこれで彼女を試せる。
We can test her with this.
大一、行け、キリト。俺はここで役目たちなら世界を変えられる。
What was that, a bomb or a microphone?
シビラを裁け。
Yeah, it's a bomb! He's burning this whole place.
さすがに早いな。公安は優秀だ。
He just stands there.
カムイはどこ？
無駄足ではないよ。代わりに彼らを見送ってやってくれ。
This is what they were discussing earlier. Holy shit, man!
ひどい。なんてこと。
These people. With this fucking quest, I have no idea.
冗談を言うな。こんな遊びでしかサイコパスを保てなかったのは、あの中で残骸になっている役人どもだ。
そしてこれはその報復だと。
彼らは全員密入国者だ。
Illegal aliens.
何らかの事情で国を捨て、
Their own countries for whatever
役
reason.
人どもの甘い言葉、こんな真似をしておきな
This is
が
so
ら、
sick.
いざ犯罪係数が上がったのは家畜にされた人々だ。彼らはもう元の姿には戻れない。カムイがそうである。
応じてもらえますか？
もちろんだ。だがその前に。
What is it? Is it related to her grandma? Bro! These sick bastards! They cut off her ear! Look at Togane smiling! Bro, this episode is fucking insane!
サイガジョージだ。あんたの取ったな、初めてだよ。要求は何だ？
常森ある。少しおとなしくしてほしい。あんたの独断か？カムイは常森に来てほしがってるだろう。カムイはどこだ？この都市の腹渡に。
Guts of this city. Bro, look at them. They look like cultists. His own gang. They're hijacking the train.
交通航空の関係で親しい人間を失っていないか調べろ。
了解。
Ones who want revenge as well.
両親を誘導灯の不備による衝突事故で。
The people who had people close to them die during the season of hell, right?
人間として振る舞ってきたカムイが 姿を見せながら行動を起こした。
Bro.
つまり
Holy cow, man. Like, why do people don't like season 2? This shit is so good. They are cooking so hard, man. I mean, one thing I'll say, Makishima is unmatched when it comes to pure charisma, man. And I really like this philosophical approach to all of this thing. But this season is fucking awesome, isn't it? I hear something. Okay. Parking. It's poor Granny, poor Aoi, bro. Yeah, she's alive. It was only her ear, but still. It was a threat. It was a message. He's gonna smile. The fucking demon. Oh god, what did he do? And poor Granny, and they would probably want, like, to do something even worse to her in front of Akane. They want Akane completely broken, man. It's like the Sybl system wants to, like, push Akane to her limits to see if she's, like, criminally asymptomatic, or they want to get rid of her. Like, I'm not even sure what to think anymore, but these 2 episodes were a lot. They revealed so much to us. They were crazy good. The psychopath has the ability to make me feel so fucking disgusted, and it's like a special type of, like, haunting vibe, man, similar to how that girl Oiru, right, the artist girl in season 1, was killing and presenting those, like, statues made out of people body parts, putting the pieces of people's body as a puzzle, right, but in wrong way. This scene with that OST and everyone burning in it, we are literally seeing people's eyes popping out, their, like, mouths falling off, and the way they did that whole scene with serving them the main dish with people's heads and the hearts and organs and all of that, they were all like illegal aliens, as Kamui's friend said, right? He also feels the survivor guilt because he was with all those plane crash victims just a week before he changed school. He was still friends with all of them, right? And Kamui is now working together with him. They just killed all of these people, and they planned for Akane to come there, and they left Grandma's ear, man. Like, I don't know, this is just too crazy. As I just said, guys, I'm enjoying season 2 a lot, man. And I'm having a hard time seeing why people didn't like season 2 as much, man. It's so good. Both of these 2 episodes should probably have a very good rewatch value for me, man, because there were some explanations. Episode 8 was stacked with new reveals, right? That basically connected all the pieces of puzzle, man. And we found out about Togane and his mom, about Kirito Kamui, why he seeks revenge, right? He's basically trying to get revenge for what happened during that season of hell, and all the people who profited in that period, and all the accidents that happened, the surge of new accidents during that time, right? The accidents, but probably some of them were staged so that people like Togane Pharmacy and can experiment on, like, with the brain transplants and stuff, and the Sybl system itself, right? And Togane is actually a child of Sybl system, which is fucking insane, bro. He's a demon. Mika Shimotsuki, she's now basically being like their dog. She's such a scaredy cat right in front of Sybl system, but her psychopath is clear, complete contrast to Akane, who is actually confronting Sybl system, and her psychopath is still clear, man. They're like completely opposite, and I was holding some hope that Mika Shimotsuki can change and in the end understand Akane and help her out in the end and understand her POV. Maybe it's still not late for that, we will see. But yeah, I really liked how they explained the omnipotence paradox as well, man. Like, this show is so good. That explanation is like so... It makes sense, right? If there's an omnipotent creature that creates a heavy stone that the creature itself cannot lift, right? It can still be omnipotent if that can be like changed, if the omnipotent creature can make that boulder or stone lighter, right? And the same principle is applied to Sybl System, who has this perfect judgment system to judge people, right? But the problem is people like Makishima, criminally asymptomatic people, right? And by Sybl System taking them in, that's how it maintains the perfection, the omnipotence, right? But the solution to that omnipotence, or the paradox, is when Kirito Kamui comes in, right? Who is also able to create, I guess, criminally asymptomatic people and lower their psychopath levels, which is basically rendering Sybl System not omnipotent, right? And then Kirito is also like posing the question, what color is your psychopath? Referring to Sybl System, right? And Sybl System cannot judge itself. And if it was possible for Sybl System to judge itself, right, that would imply that they went after criminally asymptomatic people, right, rather than somebody that has like a high psychopath, because Sybl System is consisted of brains that are criminally asymptomatic, right? So yeah, what a fucking paradox, right? There is literally no solution to that. But Akane did mention that there is one answer, right? But we didn't get to hear it, man. And of course, she was, when Togane was present, she was speaking about her grandma, right? And it was in season 1, explained by Saiga. Immediately upon he saw Akane, he immediately was able to tell that she had great relationship with her grandma and that she loves her so much. And she seems like such a sweet granny, man. And they cut off her ear, and now they're putting her in the back of the car, right? And Togane approached her with that devilish smile, and poor lady says, like, almost with a cheerful voice, right? Oh, you're one of Akane's friends. She maybe thought that he came to help her out or something, and then I think that he like knocked her out or something. He hit her in the head. I don't know. And I'm very fucking worried that Akane will go through something extremely traumatic, man, and that it won't be good. They will try to fuck her psychopaths and potentially like do something to her grandma in front of her, right? To trigger her and to make her psychopaths go black, man. So yeah, I'm not looking forward for that. I will end it here for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya.